Greetings, my friends. This is Maerlande. Let's continue the turn-by-turn commentary of the Spectacle of Perspicuity, turn number 16. Turn number 16 continues the general trend of building my infrastructure, improving my basic defense situation. So we had a little bit of luck here. Lagux has found a magic site. We'll have a look and see what that is in a moment. A little bit of random events caused by luck and misfortune. Hurricane, well, not great. And some superstition increasing unrest. We had a battle for the independent province, the Forest of Forum Trolls. Well, that was very straightforward. I guess we'll watch it. We'll see if anything interesting developed during that battle. Looking at the losses, I have a suspicion that it was a complete cakewalk. So let's just zoom in and see if we can figure out why. I have a suspicion that the issue is most of these troops are mindless. And undead versus astral mind blasts can be a very large problem. The thing is, most undead commanders, if we can find the commander here, wherever he's hiding, can't seem to find him. He's tucked in there somewhere. We'll wait a little bit and have a look. But most undead commanders are not mindless, including Mound Kings and the Undead Magi and Banes. That means that if they're escorted by hordes of mindless undead, all astral mind spells will smack the commanders. In this battle, there's a bunch of ghouls. Ghouls are not mindless, so they're taking a fair bit of the mind blast spam. But you can see that as I slowly move forward with my polypal spawn, I'm taking out almost all of the not mindless ghouls. And I think what's going to happen as we watch is we're going to see the commander get killed, and that might be him right here. Nope, that's not him either. Action, action, action. Ah, banish spam, that's correct. I bought my prophet. Well, Holy 3 Banish is a powerful spell. So, pretty straightforward. Versus ordinary old soulless, the polyphal spawn do well, and this battle really doesn't have a lot to show. We'll leave here, take a look at the infrastructure. So I'm not recruiting anything from my capital, continuing to patrol, continuing to overtax slightly. My population is still hovering right around the 29,000 mark. I got the Forest of Forum Trolls, as we saw. I put up some province defense, and I lucked out with a nature site. That would be a level 0 site, meaning you don't have to search for it. All of the troops that were there are going back underwater. I've got one more month left on this kelp fortress, and I built the temple, and I used all my gold to put up another kelp fortress. So you see that I'm moving that priest over here to get ready to build the temple. My death searcher, Elgux, he did find a death site. So that means that in a little bit, maybe with a little more luck, I'll be able to use dark knowledge and save the slow moving looking for one site. Let's take a look at research. Alteration. Well, this will be my last turn for alteration research for a while. I'll have successfully gotten alteration 3, my target. I'm not big on fiddling for exact numbers of research points to get exact levels. I try to be efficient with my research, but I've found that there's always little random events that occur that if you try to be too close to, say, this exact 29 research points left, you end up missing it a little bit, and you might miss a critical level of spells that you needed that very turn. So I like to overshoot by, I don't know, let's say 50%. Sometimes, well, not 50% if it's a large number. Probably more accurately, I like to overshoot by about 2 or 3 magi worth of research. And typically with high-level magi and magic 1, that's 8 to 10 points of research. So if you overshoot by 20, probably good. That way, if a magi gets killed, or a mage gets killed, or gets hit by a random event, or something like that interrupts your research, you don't miss that key level. Elgux is going to move on, do some more searching. I've got my other aboleths have returned to a lab, so they're just hanging out doing some research. got a little bit of amphibious troops brought here by the Triton Lords. They're going to wait, join in the attack when I get to the city of Goons. You can see that movement underwater is always a challenge. It's always move of one. It takes a long time to move around. There are some wonderful underwater teleport spells that were added to the CBM Conceptual Balance mod a few versions back. They help a great deal, but one of them doesn't need a lab at the target location, but it only works for a single commander. And it's here, I believe, in Thaumaturgy. There it is, Ride the Currents. So that will move a single commander. Has to be a friendly province, and it doesn't have to have a lab. The other one, Traverse the Sea, brings an entire army. However, there must be a lab at the other end. So, and it must remain friendly. So those are useful but limited. The Traverse the Sea is very comparable to Gateway, except it has one disadvantage. You can't use it to teleport into a sieged fort. That's sort of sad, because that's a very effective use of the Gateway spell. Now with Relay, or Riley, given the high levels of Astro, Gateway and Teleport are available as well. But it is nice to be able to use water gems to move around. And I think that's pretty much the full story of this turn. There's very little land left up for grabs that I can get to, so I'm going to be forced, if I can get this last province, to turtle down, wait for some developments diplomatically, or perhaps an opportunity to do some effective raiding onto land. And that's just going to have to wait. So I'm going to end this turn commentary, get ready to do turn number 17, and have a good one, my friends. I hope to see you in game.